Sione Takitaki, we see him going through drills and tackling and doing stuff from his ACL rehab. I know you wrote an article about him. Take us through what you found with him in that article.
I was really excited to talk to Sione Takitaki. And again, that was a one-on-one interview that I was able to do down in the Greenbrier because he's such an interesting guy to me. He kind of went from a run stopper to last year because of the slew of injuries in the linebacker room and an every down kind of player. And I thought what was so impressive about him is he kind of showed that athleticism that we're used to seeing from a guy like Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He was like sideline to sideline a little bit. And I don't know that's what I thought that Takitaki was going to be coming into last season, but he was playing, having a career year before he tears his ACL against Houston on a special teams play of all things. And originally, when we talked to him in January, he had surgery at that point. It seemed like he was on track for a September or October return. He said he feels like he's a little bit ahead of that initial schedule now. We talked a lot about the mental aspect of, dealing with that injury during a contract year for him. He, left some money on the table. He's the first one to admit that. And about the opportunity that's ahead. Right now, at least at the time that I talked to him, he was every other day was the plan out in practice during those Greenbrier practices. Their practice schedule is a little different now. Every other day in individual drills, he's still working up towards those team drills, so has a little bit of a ways to go. But now, I think it's interesting. He seems to think and be very motivated that week one could potentially be on the table for him. It's not a hard timeline. Season-ending injuries are fickle. This is the first real, true season-ending injury he's had to deal with, so that's been a lot. But I do think it's very promising, at least, that that's a possibility, because when he first injured that again, it was looking more like it might be an October return for him, which I thought was really unfortunate.